Question of the day today is, are they listening? What do I mean? Stay tuned. What do I mean, are they listening? So one of the first things, if you're a buyer with us, one of the first things that Kirsten, Kaitlin, and I tell you is we don't want to talk about price, negotiating, or things you love about the house while we're on the property, because quite honestly, between the Ring doorbell, Nest cams, Ecobee cams, whatever type cam there are, the seller is, they may not be actively listening to you, but everything's recording what we say, what we do as we walk around.
Always watching.
So you have to be cognizant of that as a buyer. We've certainly had times when listing agents have called us in the past and said, hey, I know your buyer really likes the house. I heard him talking on the porch. I'm like, wait a minute now, that's not very cool. But it's the reality. Our first experience with it was probably in 2005 or 6. We had a very tech-savvy client who had set up their laptop where it would record, but the blue light showing the camera was on didn't come on, and the screen was dead, so you couldn't tell. But he'd leave that on during showings, and we'd shown the house 3 or 4 times, and an agent called us talking about how his clients liked the house, and we talked to our sellers about that, and they're like, yeah, I know, they said this, this, and this. I'm like, how do you know that? And he said, oh, I recorded everything. So, that's not cool, for lack of a better term. In Idaho, specifically, it's okay to record a conversation if one party of the people involved knows that it's being recorded. So, if you're the buyer and you want to record the agent, or the agent wants to record the buyer, or, whoever, if you're an active participant in the conversation, that's legal. It's okay. But the gray area becomes when a Ring doorbell records something, because the seller's not part of the conversation unless they actually say, come online and say, hey, I'm the seller of the house, I'm right here, just want to let you know you're getting recorded. Or if they start talking to us and engaging us and actively asking questions so we realize that the device is recording. That's legal. But for them to record the conversations without either one of us knowing about it, that's illegal. I mean, I don't know where you're going to go with that, but just cautionary note to sellers, it's illegal to record people without them knowing it. So what we tell our sellers when we have them on the market is we put a little sign up that says, hey, by the way, these premises have audio and video recording capabilities. So you've put everybody on notice that, hey, you have cameras that can record audio and video, and don't expect anything that you say or do on the property to be confidential. Perfectly covered at that point. But it's really important that we talk about it, and it's really important to know that it's not just on the porch. We've had multiple properties at the same time before, and wherever we were spending most of our time, the other house had full cameras around it and everything else. And I can tell you very clearly, I can hear people having conversations walking along the sidewalk in front of a house. It might be 60 feet away, 70 feet away, and you can hear what they're saying as they're walking by, as long as there's not a lot of traffic noise and things like that. So even on the sidewalk, you're not safe. I mean, we always talk to our clients, say, let's get back in the car and talk about it, or let's drive down the street and talk about it, or let's stop at the coffee shop and talk about it. But you don't want to talk about it on the property because they are listening, and that's important. So that's our tip of the day for buyers and for sellers. If you have any questions, let us know. If you like the video, please go ahead and hit the like button. Subscribe, hit the little bell so you know when our next video comes up. And if you have any questions, call, text, or email us because we respond to them all. Thank you very much. We'll see you next time.